Den of Thieves 2, Pantera.
Pantera.
Follows it's the continuing exploits of the Panther gang, the Pantera gang, which we only see the return of Big Nick and Donnie in this movie. And this one has to do now with the international jewel heist. That's
Diamond.
literally. Oh yeah, jewels, diamonds, right? They're robbing
Ocean's 12, right?
They're robbing the richest place in France or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is it Nice? No.
Nice.
No, it wasn't in Nice. I don't remember.
It's somewhere.
The
It's
first
in
heist
Nice.
is
It
in
is
Nice.
Nice.
It's a nephew.
It's where the first movie had a lot more action.
Mhm.
This one has a lot more planning. That's what this one does.
And
This
partying,
one-
I guess.
This one is like you get Nick. Well, they kind of spoil it in the trailer. If you saw the trailers, Nick
Yeah.
comes back and he's now telling Donnie that he wants in because he's not making enough money. He's tired of being at the lower food chain. This movie reminded me a lot of a Point Break, minus the action.
Which Point Break?
The only good one. The
The
one with
original
Patrick
Point Break.
Swayze. The one with Swayze.
Keanu.
Peaceways? They got you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I am an FBI agent.
I am an FBI agent.
This movie, that's what this movie reminded me of, right? But it just was lacking the action. We get the return of baby Cube, right? O'Shea Jackson Jr. and we get
Mhm.
Gerard Butler. Those are those are the only two people from the original movie that we get to see. Now it's like
does O'Shea Jackson look like he's older than his dad?
he looks like his dad. That's what he looks like. He looks
Yeah,
like
but
his
like-
dad.
It looked bigger though.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
he's fuller. He's thick. Okay, it's fine.
But this is
Like-
one of those movies where I liked the first movie, but the first movie, what it had is not only did it have that hint of a crime heist movie, but it had the action in it. This one's lacking a lot of action.
Well, no,
There
first
is-
one felt like a dollar store Heat, but still felt like Heat. The second one, I don't know. I try.
It's just too much planning. It spends a lot of time planning what they're gonna do, and when it finally gets to action, some of the things don't make sense towards the end on how they get out of the sticky situation they get in. But again, it has a Fast and Furious, it has a Point Break ending to this movie. That's where now there
Yeah.
might be a Den of Thieves 3.
Oh, there is.
Right.
maybe.
Yeah, right. So, but what I'm gonna say is Gerard Butler. He knows how to make good movies in January, because usually January is where all the crap comes out. And
I don't know.
this was not-
No.
This was
no.
not crap. No, this was not. This was not crap. Is what I'm saying.
It was-
Usually,
Did you watch
it's
Plane?
one. No, I didn't watch Plane. But that's what I'm
I-
saying. That's what
I
I'm saying
did.
is like usually January is the
was
month where
in
they dump
February.
all the movies, right? Usually January is when they dump all the movies that no one wants to watch or that are that are all
Wolfman.
crap. Yeah, well, but I think it's all starting to change. Gerard Butler's the king of January trash, right? He
Well,
makes enjoyable movies. This is not a bad movie. I didn't even though it's missing
A
a
lot.
lot of the action
Yeah.
that the first one had, it was still enjoyable because a lot of the situations that they're in, and it's mainly because it's carried by O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Gerard Butler.
Yeah, they do
They're the
have
ones carrying the
great
movie.
chemistry together. Yeah.
They work really well. I had a good time watching the movie. I'm not gonna say it's great and it's amazing and it's as action packed as the first
Definitely
one,
not. No.
but I was not bored watching this movie.
No, and I was smiling at times, like in the theater.
You're that guy.
Yeah, I was smiling. I was like, "Oh, okay, this is cool."
It's like,
Because
did you
I
get
don't
all of a sudden.
well
But
because you don't know
they were good. Like the whole Nick going into that side and trying to
Uh-huh.
gain the trust of everybody that's around him.
And do you do the whole question is like, is he really doing this? Is he not? Is it like is he in? Is he in? Right?
And the battle with
That's
his conscience, he's good at just
Yeah.
just sitting there, and he's like, oh, like it was good. He
He
did a
went
good
for-
job.
I had a good time. I thought it was really
Mhm.
good. It reminded me also, like, you know how the transporter was like filmed in France. Like the second one was predominantly in France. I think
Mhm.
the first the transport. That's what it felt like. It felt like that kind of movie. It felt like a movie that probably wasn't meant to be in theaters,
I
but
direct to
direct
streaming,
to
yeah.
streaming. But I didn't mind it. I think because of the chemistry and Gerard Butler, he's really good at it. He knows how to portray that kind of like you said, inner turmoil with what's happening,
Yeah.
because you don't really know if he's really part of the crew or what's his angle in this movie, and that's what I liked. That's the kind of the aspect that I liked, that it kept me on my toes till the end.
I think he found his character ever since he did Law Abiding Citizen. I think his character's just been
Found his
could
character
be-
ever since he did 300, son.
No, that's different. That's, hey, look, I'm famous now. Then do a bunch of crap like,
The
that
ugly truth.
that was the rom com. I was thinking about that right now. But he found his like his niche character is like that. It's gritty, kind of tough, but kind of like struggling with stuff. And he found it when he did Law Abiding Citizen. Then when he eventually did Den of Thieves 2. I mean, Den of Thieves 1.
When he did
got better.
Den Thieves 2, then he went back in time and then Den of Thieves 1.
Yeah, but it's that character. He has that he went full Liam Neeson right now. Like,
Yeah,
it's just,
no, I can see, like, he's doing movies that are like very Liam Neeson-esque. Like, actually, he knows right now he knows how to pick the movies that suit what he can make. Or like
and physically he's not limited as like they were, so it actually works out for him. He's going full Neeson.
Because there was that in 2010 he did like he did a lot by the Citizen. Then he went off and did The Bounty Hunter. Then he did Ugly Truth. But when he goes into the action movies, like I don't know if you remember that.
That's just the.
Do you remember that? Do you remember the movie that was like where it's a video game, and they play him as a character in the video game or something?
Yes.
What was that called? That was another good one. Like he makes weird movie choices, right?
Well, who's going the
but
same
he
way
works.
right now.
But he works in those movies. Like he does a really good job. Gerard Butler knows how to carry those movies.
Who's doing the same thing, and actually didn't take him that long to get his stride. Frank Grillo. That's the same. He does the same kind of thing. Remember that Game Over movie?
That's the one that I'm talking about. That's the movie. You mean Final Boss or whatever?
Yeah,
the Final Boss movie. Yeah. No. That's that was different. Like Gerard Butler, when he picks the movies, like when he does action, he does action. When he does like a crime movie where he plays a cop, he does a really good job at it. He knows how to pick his roles, and the fact that the chemistry between both of them work in this movie, because it's like there's like, is he skirting the law? Is he not? Is he like, what's happening in this movie? You do have to stick with it because there's a lot of just planning. That's what this movie is. It's like, let me plan, and very little action. If you go into this movie thinking you're gonna get nonstop wall-to-wall action, you're gonna be disappointed. But I didn't go into this movie with any expectation because I liked the first one. I was like, okay, I'll give this one a shot. It looks like it might be crap, and it wasn't. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it worked. It is enjoyable. I would say this is I would tell people to watch this movie because of the performances you get from Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr.
I feel weird saying O'Shea Jackson.
Well, and also his French accent is not that bad.
Well, I was gonna say that O'Shea's really coming into his own now. Like you can really tell, like his chops are getting better and better as he keeps going.
Why doesn't his dad learn? His dad plays the same guy in every movie
because he has money. He doesn't need to play different things, right? he doesn't need to play different parts. But O'Shea Jackson needs to, he needs to stand on his own 2 feet, show that he can
Yeah.
act, and he's showing that because with the character that he plays here, Donnie, he has to hit different accents. He has to act to 2 different ways depending on what the situation carries. And I think he did a really good job. I recommend this movie, Den of Thieves 2. I mean, it wasn't even made for that much money. It was like 40 million to make this movie,
Yeah.
right? And you could tell because there's not a lot of crazy action in it, or not a lot of CGI needed or anything like that. And it's already made almost half of its budget back.
I was kind of disappointed though with the ending. Like the I kind of felt like it was added on, like it wasn't part of the original script, like the way it ends.
Yeah.
So that
You
like I
don't
feel
hate
like the
you-
screenings.
so you don't hate Nick
Yeah.
by the end of the movie.
By the end of the movie, because I feel like that was maybe shown in a screening, and they were like, no,
No,
it can't end like this. Let's
let's
add something.
let's Point Break it. Let's
Yeah.
let's Fast and Furious it. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Let him
Yeah,
get away.
I would have
that's-
enjoyed the ending, like if it was just without the extra tag.
Well,
on it.
yeah, because think about it. In the first movie, Donnie like tricks him and fools him, and
Well, yeah, and Nick is
he
obsessed.
wins, and he wins. He wins.
He wins. Yeah.
So it would only make sense that
Mhm.
okay, cool. Let Nick get let Nick get his revenge,
Yeah.
right? I would have either way, whichever way it ended. I think it's fine. It just now this one for sure leads to let's make more of these movies. Let's make more of
Definitely,
these. And I mean, if they can go back and add a little bit more action, I think I would recommend watching, like putting it in theaters again. If not, if it's something like this, something small, just put it in streaming. Just put it straight to streaming. It's not like you spend a lot of money making this movie, but it's still
But you can make
it's still
you
a
can
good
make your
choice.
money back with the fan base of the first one. You can
Mhm.
still make your money back on the production of this. So it's,
I mean, the
you're
theater
not
I
really
went to
losing too much.
wasn't full, so
Yeah.
I don't know if it will. I mean, it's made half, like you said, but
Mhm.
the other thing is that there's nothing else out right now.
Yeah,
It's
it's
dead.
January. It's January, right?
Yeah,
What
so
are we
there's
gonna get?
nothing.
That movie with SZA,
Next, yeah,
right?
that's coming up.
Bro, that thing's
With the
been
Wolf
like
Man.
it's all fucking Wolfman.
Wolfman. You get that. I mean, there's not much in theaters,
Like,
right?
is the
Yeah.
Wolfman? Is he melting?
We'll
Or is he
see
just
next
old?
week when we talk
We'll
about
see.
we'll see next week when we talk about Wolfman.
confusing.
But let us know what you guys did. You guys watch Den of Thieves 2 Pantera? Let us know in the comments what you guys thought. Is there anything we missed in the movie? Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Vinny.
Zazie.
Anna.
We'll see you guys next time.